This is the most haunting incident that ever took place in my life. There was a small bridge in my native place. The bridge was so small and narrow that two huge vehicles, or one huge vehicle and another small vehicle, were not able to pass from both the sides of the bridge together. During Navaratri, I and my cousins visited a small temple a little far away from that bridge. During that time, if we were crossing the bridge and if the huge bus came, we had no other option than waiting to cross the bridge until the bus passed sway. So the people of our village called the bridge Patu Sanka, which means spoilt bridge in the Tulu language. Today, after a lot of discussion in the village panchayat, the bridge has been widened. But this incident took place when the bridge was narrow. One half-moon night, I was walking towards the bridge along with my two friends. We went to the North Thotham in the morning due to some work and were returning back at the midnight. As we were walking towards the bridge, we could see an old man sitting in one of the stands of the bridge and creepily putting his fishing rod to the pond beneath again and again and pulling the rod. We could clearly see it from far away due to the moon's light. As we approached closer and closer to the bridge, we could clearly see the old man swirling the rod and throwing the trap towards the pond downside and pulling the trap. Came closer to the old man and he was repeating the process silently. We felt funny at the old man since he was catching fish at midnight. I told to one of my friends, "What is this grandpa doing in such a dark night?" "Exactly, is this a time to catch fish?" my friend replied to me. "Let's see how many fishes grandpa has caught," my other friend said sarcastically, and we all decided to see if grandpa had caught any fish. We had a torch in our hands, and we put the torchlight inside the plastic bag, which was lying down, but surprisingly, there wasn't any fish there. And when we were inquiring, the grandpa was busy repeating his actions. So we put the torch into the pond and were even more surprised. The pond had no water. We looked at each other's faces. We felt strange and all of us decided to call Grandpa. Grandpa, we called him slowly, but he was busy repeating the process. We called 3 to 4 times, yet Grandpa didn't reply to us. So one of my friends, who had a torch in his hand, put the torchlight on Grandpa's face and AAAHHHH. Grandpa's face was not visible. I could see trees far away from inside his face, but his hands and legs were moving. He was continuing the fish-catching process. My friend screamed loudly, and we all ran away. Runningly, when I turned back, Grandpa was still continuing his actions. And actually, when my friend removed the torch from his face, was visible once again. This was the creepiest incident that took place in my life. The next day, my friend who held torchlight on Grandpa's face had got high fever due to fear. That day, running, we reached one of our relatives' home and stayed there the whole night. There, they told us that the place was haunted, and there every day after 7. They heard weird crying sounds and the sound of anklets. They even said perhaps it was because the pond was connected to the sea and the dead bodies from the sea might have reached the pond. Or it could be due to those weird people who came at night and threw some mysterious things into the pond. After that horrific incident, even today, me and my friends are scared of the dark.